I always believed I was living in the perfect marriage, the kind of relationship other people envied. My husband and I had been together for 7 years, and while life wasn't always easy, I trusted him completely. That trust shattered one evening when his phone buzzed while he was in the shower. I never made a habit of checking his messages, but something about the way he grabbed the phone earlier in the day, almost too quickly, made me curious. Against my better judgment, I looked, and what I saw made my hands shake. There were dozens of messages from a woman I had never heard of, filled with late-night confessions, private jokes, and pictures that no wife should ever see. My heart pounded, and I felt the world collapse beneath me. Instead of confronting him immediately, I decided to play it smart. I pretended nothing had happened, and over the next few weeks, I quietly gathered proof. Screenshots, bank statements showing dinners I was never invited to, even recordings of phone calls. Every time he looked me in the eyes and lied, telling me he was working late, it only fueled my determination. Finally, when I had everything I needed, I planned my revenge carefully. One Friday night, he told me he was going on a business trip. I smiled, kissed him goodbye, and waited until he left. Then I packed his clothes, boxed up his personal things, and changed the locks. But I didn't stop there. The next day, I showed up at his so-called business conference, walked right into the hotel lobby, and handed his boss a neatly prepared folder with every piece of evidence of his affair. His career, which he valued more than anything, took a massive blow that same week. When he returned to what used to be our home, he found his belongings neatly stacked outside and divorce papers waiting for him. The look on his face was priceless. Shock, anger, and regret all rolled into one. He tried to beg, to explain, to twist the story, but I was no longer the broken wife he thought he could manipulate. I was stronger, colder, and fully in control. He lost his marriage, his job reputation, and the comfort of a woman who once loved him with everything. And as for me, I rebuilt my life brick by brick, free from lies and betrayal. My story isn't about sadness. It's about taking back power when someone tries to destroy your world. So if you ever feel weak after betrayal, remember this. Sometimes the sweetest revenge is simply living a better life without the person who broke you.